Is my flagship ready, Captain Katarn?
The Chimera is fully at your command, Admiral.
Excellent. Begin the campaign.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn, and this is episode number 7 of our Stellaris Empire playthrough. Having a good time here. Let's go over some of the things that happened from last time. So we have met a lot of the galaxy. We have a somewhat inferior race below us here, which we're going to have an opportunity to come in and enslave, I believe. We have a somewhat ally up here with the Clandathan Sovereignty. The Vidatorian Star Council, I've actually been a little concerned about them. They actually used to be superior to us in a lot of ways, and we've caught up to them. So I'm not as concerned at this point, but we should really keep an eye on it. We have a bunch of things that are keeping us from advancing in this direction. So it looks like Pi Valorum is going to be our best choice for cutting that off. We're also watching them up here. They have cruisers, and at the end of the last episode, I erroneously said we didn't have cruisers. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you, because once I looked at the ship designer, I realized I missed it, to the new Victory 1 Star Destroyer. Yes, I get it. It's a Victory 2 model, but there's a reason for this. You'll see it as we get the next ship classes. The next one will be the Victory 2. But this is our Victory 1 Star Destroyer. Pretty freaking cool. I'm a fan of that. It has all of its hard points that it needs. It's pretty neat. I would also like to introduce you to the Broadside Cruiser, which is going to be fantastic. This is our long-range missile boat, and it's just going to fire missiles of death at people and hold back from the battle and let everybody else handle it up close. And then, of course, we have our Acclimator 1 platform, which is a heavy weapons platform, and eventually like troop deployment and stuff like that. Okay, so that's more roleplay. That's not how it is in the game, but you know. And I've gone through and I've retrofitted all of the fleets to use the latest weapons and armor. And I've also given them specializations, like, for example, they have plus 10 fire rate, plus 10 weapons damage. That's huge. That's going to be really cool. So we're going to have to upgrade our fleet with these new cruisers that we had, that I totally forgot that we had. Also, some changes in the fleet. Jordan Lionheart has retired and become a station commander. So he is down here in the Kappa Leporis system. And I've decided to call this station Farpoint 1, and Jamarcus Lionheart is actually the commander, which is Jordan's character. So he's going to be down here. Very cool. So we're still continuing our expanse out there, and we're going to see what's possible. I think first order of business is going to be over here to go ahead and build that star base right on the warp hole, or the warp part. That'll be great. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then up here, we're just making sure everybody still has orders. Okay, I just want to make sure we don't have anybody that's not doing anything. Then let's go into the fleet manager real quick, and let's start adding some ships to the design. So we're going to do a Victory Star Destroyer, Broadside Cruiser, and an Acclimator. Let's do 2 of each. That takes us right up to the command limit for the fleet. So if we get another class of ships, we'll need to do more. But we can upgrade the fleet, and we can afford to reinforce it as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let that go at fast and see what happens. Just so you remember, for research, we're currently working on research alternatives, tile blockers, and the Star Fortress. Fortress. Wow. Wreckage identified. We need those minerals. This will displease them. Will not risk an altercation. Oh yeah, we need those minerals. We don't care how pissed they are. We're taking them. I don't even need them. I was joking. We're like darn near capped on minerals, but we took your minerals anyway. What are you gonna do about it? Because you are inferior. You're inferior and you're ugly. That's right. Take that, alien scum. I like it. I like it. We're gonna have fun with this. Alright, so we have all of our stations building out. We're getting some stuff ready here. Should be pretty cool. Pi Valorum is another station that we're working on, so we're upgrading that to a starport with some defensive stations, just because it's now at the confluence of 2 potential enemies. Oh, awesome. So we found some Cybrix remnants. Unbelievable. So we get monthly unity gains from that. That's great. Let's go ahead and take a look up in our precursor things. Okay, so we have 3 more that we could potentially find. Every time that we're offered to buy them, we have to. I think that makes sense. So I've gone ahead and marked the systems now. Whoa, what is that? Okay, that's too many systems have been marked. Just kidding. Track all on the map. So these are the ones that we want to focus on. So when my science ships say that they have nothing to do, I'll point them there. Say make it so. Alright, so this guy has fulfilled his orders, so I'm going to have him essentially go back and build all the stations back along this route. And yeah, it's good enough for now. Alright, so he's going to do that, and we're going to fill in the planet. This must be an absolutely huge system. Yeah, it's got 3 stars. Because I was going to say, we've been researching that for a long time. Alright, what's this? So the Relentless Fleet has been upgraded. Okay, let's pause this on screen. The Arindian purifiers say it's come to our attention that a missing supply ship has sustained terminal damage and drifted into Imperial space, where it's promptly and unceremoniously pilfered of its cargo. Supply ship? What supply ship? That's right. We're not going to be pushed around by you. Alright, so let's take a look at their station. Can I see it? No, I can't really see into their territory, so that's why I like to get the sensor range at the beginning, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll just go ahead and work on our starbase here a little bit. So let's see, we're upgrading this to a starport, at which point I can probably get a sensor thing on it so that we can see into their territory and see what's up. Awesome, we got the tile blockers. We're just going to keep going with tile blockers. We have all these cool planets that we need to do. Oh, we found Zerkacorp. It's like an alpaca mixed with something that has 2 eyes, so I don't know, some type of bug, and a plant. I like it. It's a cute little alpaca, and it chews on its mouth like that. Well met. All right, so where are they? They're over here. So we keep meeting all these little fringe systems. So be it. All right, our scientist has leveled up, and now we have research alternatives +1, which is really nice. Now we can get defensive turbo lasers. We need this because this will open up new avenues for us, and we can specialize our ships against missiles, because right now that is a big hole in our defense. So we'll go ahead and do that. So as you can see, just by upgrading this, before we build anything, our power has gone up to, looks like 1.8k. Very cool. And our scientist has gained a trait. So the first Imperial or Victory Star Destroyer that comes off the line is going to be captained by new Patreon Darth Joel. So thank you very much, Darth Joel, for becoming a Patreon. You're going to be there. We'll upgrade you to a Star Destroyer whenever those are available, but I figured that the first Star Destroyer should be your honor. So we'll go ahead down here. Alright, so I don't think that... Oh, we might be able to. Yeah. We'll see if we can take this real quick. Because if we do that and we build... if we can get this and we can build a starbase, or at least a defense platform, it should easily take care of these amoebas if they come back in. And then we should be okay, and that'll allow us to get this too. Which is good. And that. Again, I kind of want this as my choke point. I'm willing to go back and forth on this territory, but if I build it here, where they can't get past me easily, I think that's probably for the best. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at our research again. Alright, 3 months on defense turbo lasers. I'm really excited about that. That's going to close a big hole. Alright, so over here, I'm going to send this guy back down. He doesn't have anything else to do, and we have a lot of stuff that could be expanded in the Empire, so I'm going to send them over here. We need to put him on this, so I will do that. Okay, and we'll go ahead down here and check that out. That's pretty cool. So we have a new contact on screen. It's only a little bit worrying. I mean, it's a lizard thing. I don't know. You'll find you're no match for us. Where the hell are they? Yeah, you stay up there on your side of the galaxy. We'll be there soon enough. All right. I like to give them hell. All right, let's see. They have a 6K thing down here. I think that we're getting to the point that we should be able to take it. Let's go ahead and research that. That's pretty easy. And we just got defense turbo lasers. Huge deal. Now, we can take advanced combat rules. We're preparing for combat, so we might as well. Let's go up here and take a look at our very first Victory Star Destroyer. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Victory Star Destroyer. Now, Darth Joel, I don't have a name for it, so if you put it in there, next time I record these, I will update that for you. But we have some new pirates, and they're going to be dealt with. Don't you worry. All right. We'll take the... I like the name Raptor. We'll give you the Raptor. Darth Joel. There you go. Congratulations, sir. Okay. Orbital Speed Demon. Speed Demon. Like I said, I'm not reading these really on this playthrough. I'll do it for that other one, so we can gain experience. We can eject debris to collide with it, or we can try to slow it down. Try to slow it down. I don't know what that'll be. Speed Demon halted. Okay. The drone successfully intercepted it. So now we can open it, we can study it, or we can get rid of it. We can open it. So how do we open it? Alright, that finishes in 13 months. Is it Pandora's box, do you think? Do you think I am unleashing evil into the world? Who knows? And also, where the hell is it? Let's take a look. Can it show me where that is? I guess it doesn't. Maybe I should have paid a little more attention. Okay, so I may have ended the world. It's kind of unclear at this point. Gee golly, I really hope I didn't. but we'll take a look. What happens when you open Pandora's box? Should you play with things like that? The mind fairly boggles. We just don't know. Alright, so it looks like they have some pirate fleets down here. That's fine, because we have our fleet that is built up now and ready to take them. We're at 2,800, and it's looking good. We've got our 2 victories. We have a broadside. We have some more coming out of the station too, which is excellent. Alright, Tatooine, we can clear the rest of these, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's awesome, and they go much faster too with all of our new techs. Alright. So these pirates are attacking my stations. They're actually pretty strong pirates now. They're 1.2k pirate fleets, which is not great, but we have to deal with it. I think that these guys might have bit off more than they can chew. If they went the other way, they'd be dead already. Yeah, that's probably why they're not in my territory. They went off into these guys and had to pay the consequences. Alright, pretty cool. So we have our stations here. I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's go ahead and move our fleet, our 32 fleet. There we go. We've got both of our broadside done now, and now we're just working on reinforcing the other part of it. So we should have... oh, it's moving to intercept here. Our new Acclimator 1, and we have an Acclimator 2 that's coming out of the Antares station. So we're going to probably have like a 4K fleet here in the blink of an eye, essentially. It's pretty freaking cool. Look at that, and Tatooine is almost completely cleared. So we can make this an ideal planet, which is what I wanted to do. Yeah, so if we put something that gives an adjacency bonus here to minerals, we can get both these boreholes taken care of, and we can really make Tatooine something great again. Although we could also probably call this Lethal, but we'll save that for another one. Because I was just thinking, like, all these things. I think there's definitely a world type that matches Lethal, so I'll try to find that. I also need, like, an energy planet. I need one planet that does, like, nothing but energy. Alright, this construction ship needs orders. Go ahead and build these stations ASAP. This is a challenging one, so we won't do it. It's good that we find them. Over here, this guy doesn't have any orders because they came back, so he had to evacuate. I think he's good for now. Maybe bring him over here. Yeah, we'll bring him over here, all the way around the Empire to start out on here. Alien box opened. Oh gosh. I almost feel like saving this. At long last, our scientists have penetrated the outer material of the alien box. The box holds 3 small liquid vials, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 green. The liquids are less alien than their container, and our scientists have identified them as primed gene modification mediums. For reasons beyond our understanding, the solutions are quickly deteriorating inside their alien container, but there should be enough time to synthesize and apply one of them to our species. It's been confirmed that its effects would be positive. Exactly how remains to be seen. Red, green, or blue? Which, in the Matrix, what's the right pill? sell them. Okay. So that's always the option. You could opt out of it. Well, we're Imperials, and we use green lasers. Let's go with green. The gene modification has been successfully administered to the human people. Based on the preliminary observation of early subjects, the solution appears to improve our ability to adapt to our environment. Awesome. So we get extremely adaptive trait. Hey, that worked out really well. And we got Star Fortress, too. That could have gone really, really south. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's no bad outcome from that one. But opening an alien box is never a good thing. Okay, so we found an abandoned Ecumenopolis. I don't know how to say that, but that's essentially what Coruscant is. Ecumenopolis. Alright, it's basically on the edge of their space, so we have no chance to get that. And yeah, so that's the thing. And it's got an 8K fleet of, heck if I know what these are, robots here, so it's pretty well defended. Alright, so we got tile blockers. We'll get more tile blockers. I think that any time life gives you lemons, make tile blockers. Disappear. Okay, new contact. We found a new people on screen. We've got our anteater alligators. Seriously, that's a crocodile anteater. With those ears, like demon ears, I don't know. Orc ears. We'll fight for our right to exist. Where the hell are they? I think they're up here, maybe? Is this them? No, that's definitely not them. Or they're right here. Okay. Interesting. We learned of a new strategic resource up here that they have, which I want. I want it all. Alright. And they've closed their borders to me because they're not fools. Perhaps they are not fools. Alright, on to Nav. Look at that. We can finally clear the planet. We can try to optimize this a little bit. So we'll do that. That's nice. And then we'll upgrade that to a planetary capital. Down here on Tatooine, we're almost completely done setting up the planet. So one of the other things we can do, since we have a little bit of unity, I don't know how much it costs. Yeah, land clearance. We can permanently increase it by 1 tile. So there we go. Got a new tile. Showed up. Now we have a 24 planet. That's kind of nice. And we can do the same with Tatooine next month. Let's see, what did we just pick up? We picked up a Nebula Refinery. So Strike Cruiser is available, as well as improved fighters and improved bombers. Now, what Larrabee did, I believe he said, is he used the TIE Fighter models for our fighters, so we'll have to check those out. That'll be pretty cool. So even though it says that you're just getting the regular bombers, you're actually getting TIE Fighters, which is kind of neat. I mean, they still have the same stats, but they're freaking TIE Fighters. Alright, so we have 3,900 up here. Let's see, how are we doing compared to them? And now I can see into their systems, which is really nice. Because the cruisers have a... Okay, so they have a 6.6K system here. Okay, station. So this is important for us to know. If I had rushed in here, I would have had to retreat and probably lost the war. So now I know I have to at least beat a 6.6K station. And I also know that my stations are not keeping up. So we're going to have to work on that. Oh, well, that makes sense. They have a starbase. All right, we're going to bring them down here. Bring the Relentless Fleet. Actually, we're going to rename it to the 7th Fleet for Thrawn. Take the 7th Fleet. And bring them to the Kappa Leonis system. Yeah, this is a 6K alien. We really don't want to attack them. So that's the only real issue that we have. We need to kind of get around that without attacking them. We're negative on energy again. Not great. We'll come up with a plan. Oh, well, we can start working on Tatooine. Okay. Alright, so that'll be a long-term plan. I think Tanab is going to give us the best energy solution long-term. And then probably another planet that we colonize that we find that's in our system, like... let's see, one of these would probably be pretty nice. We'll have to look at our habitable systems. Here we go. This Dune world. Yes, yes, we want this. Oh, look at the energy available. Let's start a colonize effort immediately. We'll take our humans and put them right in the center. All right, so we will we'll call this Jakku because it's kind of up here in the western reaches. I think it's all making sense now. So that's what I will do. All right, so what is this? We have hostile people present. Okay, and the Pi Victorious, and somehow we're not. Yeah, we gotta be a little more careful. He's not on. He's on passive, but I want to put him to evasive. No. Okay, go back to passive. Hopefully it's like passive, not stupid. Like I'm not afraid of you, but I'm just not going to go towards you. Let's say that. I'm hoping that that's what the AI does. And I have no guarantee that that's the case, but it is my sincere hope. All right, how are we doing on our research? We're looking good. Strike cruisers are only a little bit away. So what is this? Oh, that's a pretty cool looking ship. That's something we could probably build an Empyrean. Okay, so that's a challenging one. We'll let that be for now, and then we'll send somebody back to do all of these later. Awesome. And this guy needs more orders, so since he can't get this one because we can't build on those type of research stations. Instead, we'll have him come down here and build these stations next, and that one, and these. So we have so much that we can pull just out of the stars that we need to do, and then we won't have any energy issues, really at all. Most of our problems are because our infrastructure isn't fully developed. Just looking at these guys, yeah. It's gonna be a while until we can take them out, but that will be a great day. It's coming, it's coming, my friends. Alright. We'll do that anomaly. Check that out. Our pretty much 4K fleet, led by our cruisers, and kicking some ass. Alright, Tatooine Desert World is looking good. Did we just have a fleet combat? Yeah, we lost our starbase. Well, doesn't surprise me. Pirates are pretty strong, actually. They got another thing coming. They're coming up there to smack them around. And that'll be pretty nice. And then down here, maybe we'll build another Golan defense platform just because. Okay, so pirates are always going to be a threat in this playthrough just because the happiness of our people wavers back and forth because we don't have any slaves, which is always frowned upon. Let's go up here. Can I do a discovery complex? I can. So we'll just do that. It'll give me another +4 to all of them, which is, you know, a good enough for now. 5 months on that. 1 month on strike cruisers. A towed asteroid. Interesting. Give me the minerals. Yeah, so 6.7k. Can't quite take them yet, but it would be kind of cool if we could. I can't see anything about them, because if I knew they were vulnerable in a certain way, we could take like half the fleet in there and destroy them. Alright, so we have a new research. We've got the strike cruiser, so now we can get this energy weapon damage, which I don't think actually gives us turbo weapon damage, but still, I can probably trade it to somebody, and they'll consider it to be worth it for them. So let's go ahead and grab that. That only takes a little bit. We'll research that, and we're going to pause it real quick so that I can take a second to look at our ship designer, because we now have the strike cruiser class. So they're basically updated cruisers, and you can see that they have more systems on them. So this is why I have the other ones named Acclimator 1s and Victory Star Destroyer 1, even though it's a 2, and now it should become a little more clear how that works. So I'm going to do a broadside cord, which is, I think, very similar to the old one. So maybe we'll do a Spitfire core instead. Yeah, because we can put large components down here, which is the real big difference. So we'll do that, and then up here we have a lot more options in terms of what we decide to put on. I'm thinking that having one that has some utility would be pretty helpful, so it's got point defense as well. And then in the back, some more point defense. So we can make this like a close range variant. So I want this one to get right in the thick of it and spit hell at pretty much everybody. So we'll take our defense turbo lasers and put them in, because I think this is really maybe the only ship that has them right now. Alright, we'll do some of those. And then these last two in the back, we're going to put small concussion missiles in there, because that'll give us some additional penetration. Phrasing. Alright, and then for here we'll do fire rate and fire damage. That's pretty cool. So we'll call this a Victory 2 Star Destroyer. Alright, and then the question is, what do we want to have in these big ones? And for me, it's going to be shields. I think shields are ultra important. And then we'll have armor down in the second one, so that gives us a good amount of shield points. We have as many shield points as we have hull points, so anything that doesn't penetrate the shields would be good. Okay, so we can't actually afford that. Oh, eek. Energy usage is a little bit high. So let's figure this out. So if I trade out one of these for one of those, yeah, that's pretty much the way it's going to have to go. Trade another one of those for one of these. Okay, so we can have, yeah, we can have pretty balanced. So our armor is going to be almost as high as our hull points, but our shields are going to be less. We can do better once I get more energy, essentially, because this also has this, which is probably killing us, the Strike Cruiser Advanced Combat Systems, and that gives us combat disengagement chance for the enemy, negative 30% jump charge time, plus 400% in evasion. So that's pretty cool. That's a really good component that makes sure that we hit them pretty hard. So go ahead and save that. That's going to be our Victory 2. Then here, this Brazen one, I like the volley core idea, so we'll stick with it up here, and we'll put all of these small ones to be those missiles, and in the back we'll also use a Spitfire stern. So essentially this volley core, the volley aspect of it, is going to be a missile lob. So this is going to be that. And what's the range on these? 60. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then these turbo lasers in the medium slot, I think they get at least 45. No, they get 65. Okay, good. So we can have this use a behavior where it stands off at a line ship from 50 meters and just absolutely unleashes hell. So that's what we want to do there. And then here maybe I'll do something like ship hull points plus 10%, because I don't think that uses as much power. No, they all do. Maybe accuracy. That accuracy would be huge, because like these have a real low accuracy overall. Or their accuracy is 100%, tracking's low. What can we do for tracking? I know that there's a tracking option. At least I think there was. Here it is, tracking plus 10. Yeah, alright, we'll do tracking plus 10%. That'll help our missiles hit their target. And then down here, same thing. I don't think... Oh, look at that, we can. Alright, so we'll have a 5 and 5. That'll be nice and balanced. And then here, put in some reactor boosters just for future compatibility with upgrades, and we'll throw in one afterburner. And we'll call this the Acclimator 2. There we go. And then finally, I think that's it. I don't really think we need to go any further into detail with it. These are the only two that are worth upgrading, because there's not another model, and I would pretty much do them the same way. Alright, so there we go. So I want one of each of those on the fleet, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to afford it, so let's go to the fleet manager and see. Oh yeah, I probably can. A Victory 2 and an Acclimator. Yeah, that takes us to 50%. Nice. Go ahead and reinforce the fleet now. That's going to put us way negative, but that's okay. And that might even give us the boost that we need to take out these aliens and connect. Oh, it's a graveyard world. A rocky world with a nitrogen atmosphere. Nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. While the planet should be unremarkable, this does appear to be where the Taki come to end their lives. There's all these great space creatures come to rest as an incredible abundance of life. This brings exotic materials from all over the known universe to an otherwise barren world. We have to have this. I must have this. And I'm sure that we can come up with a good name, a good solid name for that. That's so cool. Alright. So our fleet's here. Hopefully we're not engaging. Okay, it looks like we made it through without incident. No wonder they're heavily guarding it. Okay, so we've learned a lot today. I mean, yeah, sorry about that. That wasted a... Well, I don't know if wasted is the right word. Okay, so we're almost out of the episode, but we found out a lot of stuff, and we've moved on pretty well here. I don't know. We might even go to 3 a week on these if you guys are able to watch them. I want to watch it because I don't want the novelty of these to wear off. And somebody subscribed while I was recording this, which is why you hear that. Love that. I would wish all my videos were nothing but that, right? At some point, I'm going to have to remove the audio content of that, but I'm a fan of it. All right, let's take a look. So we've completed our tile blockers. Awesome. Now we have habitability plus 5%. There's that other world that we want to get that's like a 25 core that we're real close to. So or Tatooine needs it for sure. Does Gene Clinic? It doesn't lead to anything new. It doesn't look like. So I'll get habitability. Actually, no. We're gonna get farming complex. 3 months on that. I can't believe we made it as far as we did. Not even. It's like a polar bear with horns. Okay, I can't believe we made as far as we did with only one. Okay, we no longer see any reason to keep you out of our territory. So thank you. I could think of a bunch, but fascinating. +2/+2. I'm not going to read it. All right, so they like us again because now we're strong and they see us as powerful. They fear our great might. All right, Darth Joel, and once that new one comes in, I will upgrade you at the end of the episode. This episode's going to go a little long because I'm having fun with this. So let's see, we have energy weapon damage. Let's see, what do we have now? Destroyer build speed and build cost, a borehole, which is pretty neat. Yeah, we're going to get the borehole. 6 months on that. Should be able to get one more before that's done. Let's go ahead and get us in position. The other thing I want to do is I want to start the recruit. Caution is recommended. Okay. Our military leaders advise we should be cautious in our actions with the alien species we've encountered. Although we may be at peace with another race now, it's possible they may choose to attack us in the future. This is stupid. Of course I know that. Our advisors recommend we continue to monitor our neighbors and fleet movements for any signs of threat. A planet event. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, easy research. Do it. Actually, so these guys needed something to do, so why don't they come over here and wreck some face? Kill some pirates, get some experience, and then we'll probably end the episode there. Advanced combat rules, that's a big deal. Okay, planetary FTL inhibitors. Get that. That actually gives our star bases meaning, because they don't have it, but these guys have it. You can see it here, how they have the U, which means you can't make it through. It's like magnetic. And once we have that, that's pretty good. So that'll be awesome. And eventually we'll build another fleet, but I'd like to cap this fleet out first. I think it's more helpful to do it like that. Okay. Alright, so there's nothing out here for me to upgrade without causing an issue. Let's see, population growth speed 10%, naval capacity plus 30. Yeah, we'll do naval capacity plus 30. I think that was their issue, wasn't it? Let's look at their fleet manager. Okay, so our command limit's 50, but our naval capacity is a little more. So if we get another boost there, we should be okay. Actually, we're losing a ton of energy, so I'm gonna have to be real careful. Okay. All right. So the 7th Fleet is fighting now. Let's go ahead and watch this. We'll pause this. We'll go down to normal, and we'll go cinematic for a space battle to end the episode. Here we go. Can't really see it from this distance. Let me zoom in. There we go. You're getting the Admiral's eye view with our tactics of standing off. Oh, it looks pretty cool when the Imperial Navy wrecks face. I'm a fan. Especially when those pirate ships roll over and die. Onward to the base. Let's look at it from their perspective. Alright, so pause. I want to see if I can find a TIE fighter to zoom in on. Or if we can even tell that they're TIE fighters. Oh, we don't have any fighters out here because I don't think we have any modules yet for it. There's actually carrier classes, and I'm thinking maybe the battleship will have a TIE defender or a TIE fighter class, but not 100% sure. Let me get a really good shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hope you guys are liking that. I'll get my mouse out of the way. You can Photoshop it out or whatever if you want to make that a background. There we go. Oh, behold. All right. Very cool. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. We've just destroyed the pirate scum. I'll order them back to this base, which is actually where I wanted them to be the entire time. So they'll take them half a year to get there. We'll put in a star base here. Let's see, Farpoint Station. We'll put in a shipyard so that we can upgrade them while they're here. We'll also put in, let's see. I don't think I learned how to do the, yeah, I don't have a sensor link that I can see. Oh, no, listening post, there we go. You can do that. So we can see the, we'll be able to see into their space a little bit and see what's going on. And if I can beat the station, because once I can beat that station, I think that we should take steps to destroy them. Coruscant, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Tanab, upgrade. Clear the active volcanoes. And finally, here. Alright, so next episode we will do infrastructure. We'll finish off those planets. We will go ahead and get our war plans underway, and hopefully, if all things go well and it looks like we can beat that station, we'll start a war to try to take some of this territory and expand the Empire. So I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing. My name is Captain Katarn, this is Intrepid Dawn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.